Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We continue with Brahmar Geet, verses written by Surdas with reference to Krishna and the reaction of gopis in the Braj to his departure for Mathura. Surdas was a 16th century Hindu devotional poet and singer known for his lyrics written in praise of Krishna. The lyrics are written in Braj Bhasha, one of the two literary dialects of Hindi. Surdas was a part of Bhakti movement spreading across the Indian subcontinent. This movement represented spiritual empowerment of the masses. Some other well-known poets of this movement who were almost contemporaries of Surdas are Tulsidas, Kabir and Mirabai. The genesis of Brahmar Geet poems can be traced to Srimad Bhagavad Puran. According to the narration in the Puran, the inhabitants of Braj could not reconcile with the loss of Krishna to Mathura. The depth of their sorrow knew no bounds. Krishna sent Uddhav to Braj where he explained the divinity of Krishna to his parents. Nand and Yashoda. He told them that Krishna was formless, unborn, without a beginning and an end. Krishna was omnipresent. Krishna was God. He advised them to look for this Krishna rather than the child they had brought up. At this stage, the gopis who had assembled waiting for a message from Krishna took Uddhav aside and probed him to learn as much as they could about their beloved Krishna. They repeatedly chanted his name. Meanwhile, a black bee droned into this assembly. The gopis taunted Uddhav through the medium of the bee. These verses are therefore known as Black Brahmar Geet. Today's verse is a plaint of pain of Virha by the gopis. They narrate all the devils, Rakshasas who had come on behalf of Kansa to kill Krishna and who were in their turn killed by that child. The gopis say that all those people have come again today. Braj is full of them. Krishna is not there. What do we do? Udho, Braj, Ripu, Bahuri, Jiye. All the enemies of Braj have come in. Je hamre karan Nand Nandan hati hati dur kiye. These enemies had been destroyed by Krishna, Nand Nandan. निसी के बेश बकी है आवत अति डर करत सकंप हिए तिन पय ते तन प्राण हमारे रवि ही छिनक छिनाए लिए बन ब्रिक रूप अघासुर समगृह कितहु तौ न बितई सखिए कोटिक काली समकालिंदी दोषन सलिल न जात पिए. They describe a number of demons and demonesses who came to kill Krishna. They say all of them have come again as if because Krishna is not there to kill them. These demons and demonesses included Putana, Bakasur, Aghasur, Trinavart, Keshi. Putana had come with a poisonous paste on her breasts. Bakasur came as a bakula, as a flamingo. Aghasur came as a serpent. Trinavarta came as a blast, a torrential wind. And Keshi came as a horse. They all came to kill Krishna, but they could not. Kaliya Nag used to live in Yamuna, poison the water, harass the people who came to have a bath. He too was made to run by Krishna. So the gopis say, Krishna has gone away. We are holding our breath. अरु ऊंचे उच्छ्वास त्रिनामत तिहि सुख सकल उखाड़ उड़ाए दिए केसी सकल कर्म के सब बिन सूर सरन काकी तकिए. Whose shelter do we seek? When Krishna was here, we did not have to do anything. He took care of us. But now he is gone and we are left to fend for ourselves. हे उद्धव, श्री कृष्ण ने हमारे कारण जिन जिन असुरों को, शत्रुओं को मार मार कर भगा दिया था या मार दिया था, वो फिर से जीवित हो उठे हैं. पहले जब कृष्ण ब्रज में थे तो एक दिन पूतना अपने स्तनों पर विष लगाकर उनको मारने के लिए आई. बाल कृष्ण ने तो उनका सांस ही खींच लिया. पूतना की मृत्यु हो गई. पर आज वही पूतना काली रात्रि के समान आती है और हमें डरा देती है. इस रात्रि रूपी पूतना ने हमारे तन और प्राण स्वरूप श्री कृष्ण को, जो सूर्य के समान है, एक क्षण में विषैला दूध पिलाने की कोशिश की थी. हमसे छीन लिया है उसको. उनके बिना बकासुर राक्षस लगता है ये जंगल जिसमें हम रहते हैं. ना तो वन में ना घर में कहीं भी समय नहीं कटता. एक समय ऐसा भी था जब कालिया नाग के कारण जमुना का जल विषैला हो गया था. उस जल को जो भी पीता था वह मर जाता था. श्री कृष्ण ने कालिया नाग को मार हम लोगों की रक्षा की थी. भगा दिया उसको यहां से दूर दूर दूर. वो जमुना छोड़कर चला गया अपनी बीवियों के साथ. पर कृष्ण के बिना हमें आज यमुना का जल भी अच्छा नहीं लगता. कृष्ण के वियोग में हम सब लंबी सांसें लेती रहती हैं. जाएं तो जाएं कहां? तृणावर्त राक्षस फिर से आ गया है, जिसने हम सबको, समस्त सुखों को, हमारे सुखों को तृण की तरह उड़ा दिया था. भयंकर आंधी के रूप में आया. श्री कृष्ण ने उसको भी मार दिया. पर आज हमारी ये आशा समाप्त हो चुकी है. निश्वास रूपी तृणावर्त से प्राण रक्षा की आशा समाप्त हो चुकी है. हमारे सारे सुख जा चुके हैं. हमारा किसी कार्य में मन नहीं लगता. हमारे सब काम हमें राक्षसों की तरह, केशी राक्षस घोड़ा जो था उसकी तरह दौड़ते हैं, दौड़कर आकर हमें मारना चाहते हैं. हम किसकी शरण लें? उद्धो, हमें कृष्ण के बिना कोई दूसरा नहीं दिखता. आप उनसे जाकर कहिए कि वो आ जाएं, वापिस आ जाएं, हमारी रक्षा करें. हम आपसे प्रार्थना करते हैं. To sum up, Surdas combined bhakti and shringar to describe union and separation with an intensity seldom achieved elsewhere. Brahmar Geet is a fabulous combination of Virha, the grief of separation, Gyan and Bhakti. It is a composition in the face of which Gyan takes a back seat. Here, the entire logic of yoga accepts defeat. All that remains is absolute devotion, Bhakti and Bhakti alone. Surdas's verses not only reach a pinnacle of emotional content, but are also rated high for a poet's craft. In every verse, he finds new images to describe the situation. The basic situation is that the gopis are frustrated. They are missing Krishna. And Surdas describes this virha, this separation, in hundreds of different images, in hundreds of different verses. That is the beauty of his writing. He seldom repeats himself. He is one of the greats of Hindi poetry. He not only enriched literature with emotion and linguistic excellence, but also pioneered a unique tradition of Krishna Kavya. I stop here today.